Greetings, mortals. Brimthen here, and it is a very sad day. I'm 6 hours into a stream, and I've died on Minecraft. I was building my Enderman farm, and I was focusing on building the platform. I had already got the Endermite. I named it after my first basic follower on the new updated stuff. It's going to become an SMP server at some point where like anybody that's on my Discord that's like a supporter or whatever has a chance of playing on it. I'm going to go through and pick certain people. Not everybody's going to play on it. Because there's not going to be any mods. There's not going to be anything like that. It's just going to be a whitelist server, vanilla. But it'll be a while before I set it up because I don't have enough of a following right now to justify starting the server. But I'm keeping the world, and this world will be our server, and we'll play more on this. But I'm gonna take a break from Minecraft and go back to my retro content and playing the games that I grew up with as a childhood and whatever. But this was a really good experience for me. I didn't get further into Minecraft than I've ever been. That was the goal of this whole series, was to play hardcore as far as I can, further than I've ever been. I've never been to the end cities. I've never been to a mansion. Pretty much everything on here I've done before besides the new nether and like a few things like netherite farming and stuff that's new in this update. So I wanted to experience a bit more than what I have. Anyway, here's the world tour. This is what's happening. Death from a high place. That's the bottom line. That's what it is. Death from the high place. So this is how I'm saving the world. Yeah, welcome CM Grin. I just finished the intro. We died from a high place is what ended up happening. My furnaces are still running friggin' glass. All right, so let's start off with what all I had, I guess. So let's start with where it all started. It all started right here where I spawned. Or I guess, I spawned there, but like in reality, I spawned like right here. I mined a few trees out and about, and I basically got in a boat and I surveyed the area. Yeah, spectator's not gonna let me, like, whatever. We'll do game mode creative then. And I surveyed the area. Somewhere when I got... What the heck is that? Is that a tree? Oh, that's the sand block I just did, like, in this session, whatever. Anyway, we went all the way over here to survey the land. And we talked about how beautiful all of this area is, and it really is beautiful. I want it to build like some sort of like Norse Viking kind of like cove city here. When we got over to around here, we had a guy come into the server or come on to Twitch and tell us to mine straight down. And we did, but I didn't do it in the way he wanted me to. I did 1 2 1 2 1 2 down. And just happenstance, we broke into the spawning area here, mine shaft. And we found this spawner, and that's where we stopped. It looks like I could have went further and got another chest there, but we lit up this little area here. Soon after, we got some resources, so we decided to go back towards spawn because I wanted to stay near spawn. Because I wanted to dedicate spawn to farms, because at first I wanted to make spawn aesthetic, but it ended up becoming a farming area because it's the spawn chunks, and that's important. So when we came back over here, we basically made our first nether fortress, see, I'm barely able to talk right now because of how shaken I am from dying. But we made our first nether portal. We made our little hut that I like right here. We made a sugarcane farm that wrapped all the way around this. And we went into the nether. And our nether was at first pretty garbage because we spawned on this like side platform and there was like nothing around. Like I had a hard time figuring out how I would go down. And we ended up like debating on going that way, debating on going this way, and we decided on going this way. And we mined just straight through this hole here. And this is where one of the first clips on TikTok comes up. When we crest up this hill and we saw our nether fortress for the first time. We were standing on this little ledge right here, and it just amazed us that we found another fortress this fast. We then proceeded to go through the nether fortress, get blaze rods, you know, and do all the good shenanigans that a nether fortress needs, including blocking it up and all that good jazz. Making sure we had little places where we could hide from the piglins in order to fight them, and, you know, playing really smart with hardcore mode and whatnot. We fought endless amounts of blazes and withers through here, but like not too many withers, I should say. And we found our bastion, and we decided to wait and come back another day. And we came in and we raided it, and we did really well. Like, I was really happy with that. We would later come back and do a 5.5 hour wither skull hunt to get our first beacon. It took me 5.5 hours inside this nether fortress to get 3 skulls, because you have a bottom layer, a mid layer, a second mid layer, and then you have this like upper part, which I was able to see from here. So like we had all these zombie piglins kind of spawning up here, which lowered the spawn rates. Plus we was close to this Enderman spawning area. So like the spawn rates for withers was just so low here, even though we got 2 right there. Like it was so rare to see withers. It was so rare to see withers. I broke the blaze spawner. Like we got sick of them. Blazes was taking up our spots even, because like this area sucked with piglins. Just absolutely sucked with piglins. So we took off and made some of our farms, which, you know, I'll get into next. You know, while we're in the nether, we might as well just take and do this real fast. So we went off, we made some farms, and then we traveled down here, and we went that way and found 2 fortresses. And I had what I would call my favorite moments in Minecraft, where I found 2 fortresses. One of them was in the basalt biome, and the other one was in the magma cube biome, and they were so close together, they were in spitting distance, and I could run from one end to the other and just kill withers. And I'm telling you, I killed probably 40 withers in like an hour, and we got our second beacon. So anyway, before I did that, we went here and made our iron golem farm. And this took a whole lot of time, because I have never made this version of an iron golem farm. I'm used to the tube and then like a platform, 40 doors and a platform. I've never made this form, and it took me so long to get it to figure out. And it doesn't even halfway work, because like apparently you've got to scare the villagers every night or something, or they just won't work. My nephew Grizzly named our zombie Ingor in honor of the ingot and the cart that he stole from us. We was able to get mending within like 30 rolls on this guy. However, he wanted 24 emeralds, and it is what it is. And we basically made this into a pseudo emerald farm and mending farm. Soon after we made this, we made the sheep farm, which has done tremendously well. I mean, look at all this wool. And we used that to netherite farm. We put a whole bunch of potions on top of our house and was making potions as often as we could or as we needed. Plenty of potions. We got our first 2 ender chests, which TMA was wanting us to get a lot sooner. And this is what some of my chests look like. This was what we got in the end. This is our potato farm. This is this is our nether. This is our end. This is our wool farm, our mob dropper farm items, some sand that we just collected to make tubes, fungus on a stick stuff, whole bunch of redstone, whole bunch of coal and flint. We were planning on trading the flint with a villager. This was our cobblestone box. This was our stone box and andesite diorite box, our gravel and whatnot box, and then this is our netherrack box. At some point in time, we found a villager zombie over here, and we cured it and got the zombie doctor achievement thing. And he was a really lucky guy. For like 2 emeralds, he would give us mending. And also for 1 emerald, he would give us mending. He had mending twice, so I could get 24 mending books off of this guy for cheap. Then he gave us respiration, which was garbage. So that's all of this stuff. We made our sweet cow farm really early on and got basically infinite steaks, infinite leather. And then our last farm that we successfully made was our mob dropper. Now, it has lower rates because we were still in the process of lighting everything up. But as you can see, I was trying to light everything up. We were going to work on this area and then these island areas and stuff later. But as you can see, this thing does pretty good work. Like, it's very, very good, even here at nighttime. Like, if you're over here, over at this, like, I'm guessing, like it just drops and drops and drops. Like, this was a good little farm that we made here. Designs and stuff are all on YouTube. I don't know who the original creators of any of them are, but we was wanting to collect gunpowder for TNT and make some more netherite, so to speak. This leads all the way over to our village where we stole our villagers and would steal our zombie for the machine. We were still working on getting all of our iron for our beacon, but we were making a 6 beacon fat beacon. So there had been 4 more beacons right here, and we would put like stained glass to make them cool colors. And we were pretty close. Actually, I probably could have finished it with what iron we did have. Wouldn't have made a difference though, because we died from falling. Anyway, let's head over to our stronghold. I actually don't know where it's at on here, so stronghold dash TP Brimthen to negative 2024, let's say 76 520. Enter. I teleported and then immediately here. So, okay. So anyway, our portal to our stronghold to go to the end is actually right here next to our bastion, which is next to our nether fortress. So that was a really convenient thing to get to the nether, really get through the nether and get to the end quite easily. Here's what this area looked like. I hadn't really worked anywhere over here, but like I was considering it for a while. Down here we had our stronghold, and this leads to our end. Didn't really leave anything in that. Our end is where we died, so this is where our journey ends. Literally the end. So we did some mining here to collect some of the end blocks, and we killed our dragon. We killed 2 withers to make our 2 beacons. We used the wither technique of getting it blocked inside the bedrock here, and I planned on doing it for 5 of the withers and then fighting mono-y-mono with the 6th, just to kind of justify it. Never got to go to our end cities, so have no idea what that looks like. And this is where we died. This is the, I had so many plans for this place, man, I swear. Anyway, we made this little structure. This is where I thought I would die, because I wasn't too keen on myself here. We were right here, and we was real close to being done with this. We had our Endermite dude here, and his name was CX Void, in honor of our first follower of the series. He watched our 10th episode or something close to that, and we basically was placing these, and I was going over right here to count the blocks, and I went over one too many, not paying attention to like where I was. What I should have done was blocked this off and just left it like it is, but I wasn't pressing the shift button, and I basically just was I was trying to count, because I was wanting to, this is what was in my head, so I was like 1 2 3 here, right? I wanted to count how many blocks was here to make sure that I was doing it right, and it, you know, I would have made 2 more layers here. So I went 1 2 3 4, way down here. So as you can see, there's my experience orbs and where I died. So that's it. That's the end of my hardcore world. You know, it's a heartbreak, and I did a lot of stuff to keep myself from dying, like making these like tubes, putting, you know, carpet down, making sure everything looks and feels good, you know, making sure I can't see directly into here to not make an Enderman mad. And yeah, like all my gear is going to be still here technically, but like it's not a hardcore world anymore. It's a, you know, server at this point. So I'll pick up where I left off with friends. So kind of bittersweet. I really didn't expect to die so soon, but hey, we're gonna move on to our friends. And right there's the thing that might have saved me, but probably wouldn't have. I should have hit 2. This is what should have happened, right? This is what I should have done. I had it in my mind to do it, but I failed. I absolutely failed when I died. You know, I was counting this, and I had my hand on somewhere else here. What I should have done, and I panicked, and if I didn't panic, I might have survived, but I wasn't pressing shift, and I fell down the shaft, and I should have hit 2 and hit right click. And if I had done that, I'd have saved myself. But I didn't look down fast enough. I didn't hit the 2 button fast enough, and I was panicking because it took me probably a second to realize, oh, I'm falling. I need to do something. So I really didn't expect to die today. 42 blocks, man. That puts an Enderman down to 1 HP, man. We can test it. I can do this real quick. We can definitely test it. Based on the armor I have. And then just real quick, I mean, this is something I would have done anyway, so doesn't really matter. And then protection 4 right there. And then I'll take a new pair of netherite boots, put them here because I'll destroy the other ones, you know. Or actually, I can just like, this is even more smart. See that? And then I can put that on, and then I can leave those there. That way I can just get rid of what I have on me right now. I don't have to like do anything fancy. The feather falling protection 4. So right here is perfect armor basically. It's protection 4 on everything with feather falling protection. So let's see if it would have saved me. Because I could have done that too. I could have put, you know, protection 4 on me, but I don't think it saves me. I really don't. All right, here again. Protection 4, protection 4, protection 4, protection 4 with feather falling 4. Let's find out. 42 blocks. That's a lot of blocks. It would have saved me. Of course it would have saved me. Of course it would have saved me. All I would have had to done was put feather falling on those friggin' boots. But I wanted to hold off on it because I wanted to make sure I had the perfect enchantments on it. All I had to do. That was it. That was all I had to do. That's all I had to do right there. Dang. God, I can't believe that. I cannot believe that. Of all the things that I should have done and I didn't do. Oh my God. Alright, whatever. I mean, it becomes a server. I don't know when it'll become a server, but it'll become a server one of these days. And we'll play with friends and we'll have voice chat with everybody. But right now, I'm going to take a break from Minecraft. I put many hours into this, and then even editing hours into this. So we'll take a break from Minecraft. This has been a 6-hour stream, and that's really probably what caused my death today, was 5 hours of streaming. So thank you guys for watching. It's bittersweet. Join my Discord, subscribe on YouTube, follow my Twitch, join the community. I don't usually beg about stuff. It's usually at the end of series, and this is definitely an end of the series. Thank you all for watching. Y'all have been great. And thanks for hanging out here, Grim.